Janie and our next guest have been celebrating all week because they are both very passionate Roosters fans, Janie Seal and Djuro Sen.
Good morning.
I'll give you 20 seconds each. 20 seconds.
We're not wearing the outfits. Oh, sorry.
No. Just a quick high five. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Now on to the
No, you got the brain.
Oh, yeah.
You're a week late. Anyway.
I've only watched it twice since, just to make sure. But stop whinging Raiders supporters. Actually, it's not the Raiders supporters. It's all the hangers-on, you know, the renter crowd for the weekend.
OK, you've gone past it.
All right, OK, let's go.
We've got a lot to talk about here.
All right. Well, tracking. Do you know much about, or have you lost anything when you've been on the road?
You know what? I lost my phone at a charity event, and I didn't know where it was, and someone showed me how you can track your phone. So we followed it all the way because someone had accidentally picked it up off a table and walked it back to their hotel room because it was one of those complexes where you could go, you know, there were separate buildings, and we found it.
Yeah. So that's because there's Bluetooth technology, there's Wi-Fi, everything's built into the phone, so it's easy to track. But when it comes to other things like devices or, you know, maybe a suitcase or whatever, doesn't have anything electronic. So for Australians, one of the big deals is travelling and losing stuff. So we're pretty good on the bus. I think 11% of Australians have admitted to losing stuff on the bus, your keys, your wallet, whatever. But when we travel, 30% of Australians have lost valuables, whether it's a camera or something, when we go overseas, in a hotel or hostel. So the great thing is there's new tracker technology with increased range. Now, these things like the Tile, as you can see here, have been around for a while, but these things are now have got amazingly increased range and battery life. And that's thanks to Bluetooth Low Energy. So if I can show you, I'll pick these up here. These are a new series of Tile stickers. These last for 3 years, and they're just little buttons. So you can attach this onto anything, on the back of your ear or on your car. People put them. People put them on their cars and stuff like that.
Well, that's true. I've lost my car in the car park.
Have you really? Oh, that can happen.
Car park.
Level 9.
Level 9 or whatever else. So
and your car keys, you can put that on your car. That's the thing I always lose.
So I've actually got one of them on here, and it doesn't have to be Tile. This is the brand.
How does it work?
Yeah. So I'll just pull these out. So there, you can see there the Tile is sitting there. Now this has got a replaceable battery. Because it's a bit larger, but these things here, amazing, 3 years. You can put them on a surfboard, you can put because they're waterproof to a certain level and for a certain amount of time, and these things work really well. So we do lose a lot of stuff, and these things are important. But
I've heard people using it on their pets as well.
On their pets as well. This is crazy. So there's another one here. This is a Wi-Fi one. And the reason it's Wi-Fi is it picks up different places. And I'll explain in a moment how this all works. But these things you can put around the dog collar, and your dog goes missing, you look at your app, and your app will tell you what's happening. So these trackers are all great, but they need a community of people before they work.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Do you want to know how that happens?
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly.
So what happens?
That was my next question.
Well, I'm glad you were going to ask that, Tim, because what happens is that everyone who gets one of these signs up to an account with Tile or Tracker or a few other things. They're not just Tile, there's Laser and a few others too, Tracker and Tracker with an R on the end. And what happens is that everyone's phone is then connected anonymously to their device and other people's devices. So when you go past with one of these trackers, it will then alert a phone, it might be your phone, Janie, and then if I'm looking for it, it'll pop up on mine. So the thing is that it's a community-based thing, and as you can see here, if someone's lost their keys, they can very quickly go around using the app, and all these people, and I checked at my place, there were 5,000 people around Maroubra that were activated on this particular service on Tile. So, you know, very quickly, with low power consumption, you can find your stuff.
Well, Janie and I, we've talked about it before, like when you take your kids, particularly when they're younger, to a large amusement park or the Easter show, you end up writing your mobile and your name Janie and there's a number, or Tim, there's a number on their arm, but you can actually use it for children.
That's true, you can. I mean, you could put those dots onto your child's bag or on your child. I don't think it'll look too good, but we've got a couple of things here. These aren't new, but these things are brand new. This is a 4G version of these watches from Alcatel. Now, they're about $180. You've got to put a SIM in, but Janie and Tim, what you can do is you can communicate to your child, set up geo boundaries, and they look pretty cool on them. And there's an SOS function also on the watches. So the question is, do you feel comfortable monitoring your child 24/7? They make them in a way that's sort of fun, so you're not feeling like you're tracking your child every 2 seconds. But I think for me, my kids are grown up, but it's a great peace of mind. I still use the Find My Friends on iPhone, which uses software, to see what my girls are doing. But they also do it to me too. How far is Dad away with the pizza? That sort of stuff. Yeah. So, but these things, I think, give a lot of kids, parents peace of mind. I mean, what do you guys think about them?
Well, don't you think, Janie, that'd be perfect for that environment?
Yeah,
you're sort of in a really
I haven't
crowded
used one,
space.
to be honest, but...
And, Tim?
Now that, thanks. For the kids. Yeah, no, it does sound like a great idea. There's a lot of different choices as well, aren't there, in terms of what to pick. But yeah, it's very, very good.
Yeah, no, it is, and but I think policy-wise, I think there's a certain age where you can't do it any longer. Kids don't want to be tracked.
No.
So, I don't know what you guys think there's a cut-off age or whatever.
Yeah,
21.
30 or 30.
30 or so.
One of my mates is a bit over the top. Like his son is 24 and he gets, Dad, please, I'll be okay, Dad.
Could I quick show you this one to you? This is another one of those tile ones. Now, we're not talking about the kids, and maybe your wallet's just as important, but this is so cool because it fits inside your wallet, and if you lose your wallet, you'll ping it and you can find it instantly, but this all works in reverse. So, Tim, you lost your phone?
Yep.
Well, if I press this twice, it's going to ring my phone wherever it is. And I've got to turn it off now. But that works no matter if you've got your phone on silent. So that's why it's really important. So these trackers come between like 30 to 60 to 70 bucks or more.
Great idea.
They're very, very handy.
And laptops?
Oh, can I just show you these? These Asus laptops are showing a changing the way we're going to use laptops. So I'm going to turn this one around. This is about dual screens. And the thing about dual screens is that it frees us up to do even more work, which you obviously want to do. And I'm going to turn this around and try and make it easy for you guys to see.
That's impressive.
Look at that. So that's a 4K UHD screen up here, OLED, and underneath you have another screen as well. It's a bit hard for me to do this, but I'm going to try and move something down. So here's you guys from the other day.
That's a real nice shot of it.
I'm going to try and do this. I'm going to turn this around briefly. But basically what we're doing here is we're able to move stuff around to other parts of the screen. And I'm going to have to do this somehow. Here we go. So there you go.
Oh, so you can move that down to the bottom screen.
So if you move, it's the awkwardness of working around here, but you'll get the point. So you've got this screen down here. You can move whatever's up here down to this massive screen below, and it means you've got this amazing real estate. Now, this is about $4,500 computer, but it's spec'd out to the max. So we're heading in this place where you can work with the stuff at the top, right? And then at the bottom, you can see that you've got the other device, the keyboard and the other screen. So these things are really cool. They're available now as well. That's by Asus.
Christmas isn't too far away. Good idea for some gifts?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, these things are crazy. If I can compare that spec'd out one to my other computer here, just want to show you briefly, is like, this is my work laptop. It's a MacBook Pro, costs $10,500, so I can do video editing. These things can come in around $4,000, so PCs are a really good option. I mean, I still think you can't beat these Macs, but have a look at these Asus models and other laptops as well.
Yeah, you're always a font of
guys, just
my
put these
friend.
on and I'll track you.
Yeah, well, you know exactly where we are.
Tim's gone to buy a meat pie. Easy one. Good to see you, Djuro.
All right, thanks, guys.
Djuro.
Cheers.